Welcome to my channel. I'm Loretta Nash, and I'm going to do this presentation of Linus. Linus is, he's got different names. One is Linus, one is Belenus. I mean, he's got many names. But he's considered the Celtic god of healing. The reason why I chose him or this character or looked it up is I thought it was interesting. So I already pre-drawed it. He's going to have the Celtic knot in his head. He's a sun god, so of course this is going to have a sun. His emblem is a horse, and then I got a Celtic knot underneath it, and then I've got his name written on his armband, and then I got him with his this battering thing that I got is actually a battle axe, Celtic battle axe, because one side is smooth, one side is flaky. You can't see it right now. All you can really see right now is this Celtic knot that I'm trying to do, which I can draw just about everything. Is just Celtic knots kind of make me go like that. Okay, what I'm going to do for you, since I already got it pre-drawn, I'm just going to ink it. Basically, I just use just a regular Sharpie. Well, this is the thin one. I actually got two different Sharpies. I also got the thicker one. Ooh. The thicker one to do the bolder lines because it's easier to do that. Okay, I'm going to move you back down just a bit. Okay. Now, drawing him, I've actually had him sitting over in the corner for about a couple of days, about a week. And this paper I got across the street because they had it was a printing shop, and they were told to move, and she had a lot of paper, and I just happened to go out there before it rained, and I got a bunch of paper. And this is the white paper, which is basically used for printing, offsetting, and it's actually a really good paper for to be cheap. I mean, to be free. It's actually a really good paper for watercolors. And since it's a printing paper, it really takes these inks very well, I think. But of course, the stuff that was probably there was like years and years and years old. I mean, I got some paper over here as my orange paper that I got at the same time, and the dates on the orange paper says 60, at least 1960 on it. Might have 59, but I think that's just the printing, when the printing company started them. And so I just gotta, and it's it's offset, so it definitely says offset on it. Okay. Yeah, I got a little design, and I know I'm doing everything free-handed, which is, don't use very many compasses and stuff. When I'm drawing, I just mainly just eyeball it. That's why some of the times they're like half kind of off a little bit. It's because of my stigmatism and everything. So I got a lot of, I have to guess it. But since I've been doing this like forever, it pretty much gets a little easier as time goes on. So I'm going to do the battle axe. The reason why I said it's a battle axe, because one side I'm going to make it look like it's chipped. Because, you know, they use flint tools, because I've been watching these things. And then the other side is smooth, because it actually, they were doing a little thing, and they actually said the smoother end actually cut the tree better. So I figured, well, if they're going to do that, why not make it as a weapon? And of course, this dude's going to be wearing a skirt because I wanted to make him a little different than most things. Okay, let me draw his belt. That's where I'm at now. And right now I'm just using the thinner marker so that I already got everything placed in the from the pencil. I'm just going over it with the marker. And that's basically all I'm doing. I mainly do this most of the time with all my characters. When I do them, well, that's the traditionally way that people do it. Long time ago, I wanted to be a comic book artist, but they said, when I was taking art, they said it was not, at that time, it was not an art form. So I had to learn the traditional stuff. Okay, I'm down to his beard. Yeah, I'm going to put him a beard. And then now his hair, which has a knot, because they found graves, that's what they had in their head. On their head is a little knot that they plaited and braided. And I'm going to make him look like he's looking down. Put a little cartoon character in it. Put his mouth. Okay. Sorry, my hands sometimes get, I've been doing this for so long, drawing and everything, that lately that my hands are starting to hurt when I do this, and I hate to say that because I don't want to do that. Be where I can't get to it and won't be able to do it. Okay, give a little curve. Okay, and now to do the horse, it's going to be like a primitive horse looking horse, so it's just going to be a stylized. And the ones that I saw on the TV or on YouTube, they had double-tailed. So I'm going to put a double-tail, one up high, one down low. And then I'm going to do this part, the drawing of the knot. It's not really a real good knot because, like I just said, I'm not very good at knots. Okay, let's have this part. And then I already had his name, Lenus, written on here. I'm going to go over it so you can see it. Okay, Lenus. And right now, that's what I got. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and I'm going to erase the pencil lines to help me out a little bit when I use the bigger marker. And you will notice that some of the places are skipping. And let's say I was going to scan this into Photoshop, and then I was going to color it in Photoshop. Well, with all these lines broken and at the DPI that I do it, it will actually, when you do the magic wand, it'll actually misplace the colors. And I noticed that a lot when I was doing it a few years back, when you could get Photoshop to use it, and any kind of that's what they would do. Okay. Now that I got that, okay, and I'm gonna dust off my shavings. Okay. Now I got this pattern right here. I was gonna put it in the background, but right now I'll just worry about him, and we'll do the background. It's gonna be tedious later. Now that I got the outline out the way I want, now I go in and connect the lines and make it where I want it to be bolder. I know, why are you doing it that way? It's like you're doing extra steps. Well, basically, yeah. It's just the way I do things. Every artist has a way that they do stuff. And this is just my way. And so I'm going to do the outlines where I want the big, thicker lines. Clean them up a little bit. And this is just the way I do it. Everybody has a different way of doing things. I just like it this way because for me it's much easier, and I've been doing it this way for a while anyway. But everybody has a different technique they like to do. And this kind of looks like those anime things. Some animes. Stuff I've seen lately. That they have these big bold lines first. Like outline. And then they go in there and add the lines of where they want it to be this way. Okay. Want that to be a bold line. And I'll go back in there with the thinner one. You know, to add more details and stuff to it. Okay, this circle I think needs to be darker. And then the inside line. I'm going to go ahead and make it darker and connect them all. There. And then, of course, one. Give it like a little shadow. The thicker the lines that you draw, the more that you get to the shadow. And I know I skipped and don't look like I'm doing it right, but as I said, each their own. Okay. I think I want to go ahead and do it that way. And since it's my drawing, my style, I can have it any way I want. I don't have to be mechanically correct, which sometimes I don't like to be. Because then it looks too much like a computer did it. And I don't want to have it, or make it look more like a computer did it. I actually want it to look like a person did it. Okay. Battle axe. That's pretty much what I wanted to do. Make some of this in here is not. His eyebrows a little darker here. His mouth a little bit more. I guess I'll make it open this way and showing his teeth. Yeah. His top teeth. Okay. So that's what we got this part. Now I'm going to go in with the other marker again, the thinner one, and I'm going to his hair and his beard. Going to add some details to it, so I'm just going to, if he wants to write, here we go. And I'm just randomly gonna put lines in it. And since I was doing some of my family research, and it says on there that I'm Celtic Frank, not like, well, it is English, but more ancestries or more Celtic Frank. That's why I wanted to do these. Look them up. Looked up these characters. I mean the words, not the characters themselves, because these are my designs and ideas. And yeah, I had that all go, so I'm going to go ahead and give the illusion. I set this to the side for a second. I should do this to the belt. Kind of looks a little plain. So I'm going to do that. And it doesn't have to be like really, really correct, because I'm not doing for photorealistic anyway. Okay. There's that. Okay. Now, as I said, I've been doing some research. And even before the Scottish Celts and stuff, they still had their little patterns. Their tartans. So I'm going to try to design a tartan. Or the illusion of a tartan. Just gonna put lines in there. And whenever I research, I research. I'm going to go double down. Okay, and clean this up a little bit. And of course, almost forgot about the eyebrows. Add little hairs to the eyebrows. And I'm just sitting in here in my studio and got the door open, and that's what people do. They just love the beep. I'm going to go ahead and add a line there. Maybe a line or two there. Okay, battle axe. Okay, now that I got that, dusting everything off. And now for these sun things. And I didn't bring my tape in here, so I'm going to pause you for a minute, and I'm going to come right back and with my tape, or a piece of tape, so that I can place these where it won't wiggle. Sorry about that. Instead of pausing, I actually split it into. Okay, got my tape. I just need 2 pieces. Yeah, I bought a different kind of tape than what I got around. This is an 11 by 14. The piece of paper is 11 by 14. So I also have it trimmed down to the 11 by 14 size. It's a little bit bigger. Okay. Now I got that. And I like the thinner lines on this. And I bought a bunch of these little mandalas. I bought them last year to do some ornaments for a sale, and that really didn't turn out too well. So I'm going to take, it's easier for me, and I'll just go, and I'm going to do it this way, sideways. And then I'm going to just go in there and just trace these mandolins out. This is the one that kind of looked like a sun. So, and this I'm going straight pen or straight marker because it's easier and I don't have to do all that erasing. I mean, I'm fair enough that I can do it without the pencil. I mean, I can do some things with the pencil or without the pencil. It really doesn't matter because I've been doing this for a really, really long time. Come to think of it, I really have done it just about any time that I could pick up a pencil. I noticed that on my daughter, that as soon as she figured out pencil and saw that I had stuff, she pretty much has done it too. And when she was a kindergartner, I mean, she was doing advanced stuff. Well, to me it was advanced, because most people I know weren't that advanced. And so just go. Now I'm going to color this later after I get through with all that I want to do. This, I just wanted to just start it. And so I'm going to keep doing this. That's why I got the extra lines too. I'm just going to, almost did my third hand. And just going to do this for the rest of the time. I think this is more than enough for y'all to understand what all I'm doing. But this is my Linus, and I'll have him ready here in a little bit, especially with this outline, this cartoon comic book, coloring book, comic book thing. And then I will be another so long to color it, and then I should be ready to have it for sale. And as I said, his name is Linus. He's a god of healing, the Celtic god of healing. He goes by Lenus or Belenus. He's got many names, but he's kind of, the reason why they have a son with him is he's supposed to be like Apollo, the Roman and Greek Apollo, and then sometimes he's considered also Mars, which is the god of war. That's why he's got the battle axe, or the flint battle axe. And so I'm going to finish these out, and then I'm going to come back and show you it with it completed, and then we're going to I hadn't figured out, but we're going to see what I can do. Let me go ahead and finish this, putting these sun, even though they're more, of all things, they're more Aztec than anything. But we're going to go ahead and do them, get them knocked out of the way, then have it redone, and then I will color it, but I might not show you the colored version of it because it's going to take a while. But let me show you the black and white, and then upload this video, and we'll see. Let me pause it. Let me finish these little mandalas, and then I'll come back and show you what I got. I just got done with it. If I actually drew all these mandalas by hand, it would take forever. That's the really cool things about some of these stencils and stuff. They will actually save you time. I have 50 of these little ones, and then I have 6 of these other ones, and then I have some stencils I just bought that are steampunk. So I got a lot of things that I can use for the background. Alright, so here is what he looks like before coloring. Give me a second. Let me move this. Alright, this is what he looks like straight on. He's an 11 by 14 on paper. I have not colored him yet, and I will have him colored here. It'll take a while, but he will be up for sale on, I hadn't figured out yet which one of the things. He will be for sale. I hadn't signed him yet. That's the only thing, and I'm about to do that right now. Give me a second. Why did I have to close it down to... there it goes. So I'm going to sign it. My little LGH or LGN, and then 2021. And he's signed, and he'll be colored here in a little bit. I'm not going to have him in this video colored, but he will be on Redbubble, Pixel, and Zazzle, as well as going to be on my Etsy store and my eBay store for sale. The Pixels or Fine Arts America, the other 3 you can get prints of them, and I'm gonna make sure that I have them big enough that he can be on curtain for the bathroom curtain, mats and stuff like that, and phone cases and stuff like that. That'll be for Redbubble, Etsy, and Pixel, which is Fine Arts America. and he'll be colored. And of course, his name is Linus, or Belenus, and this is my drawing of Belenus, the god of healing, the Celtic god of healing. He and that's it. And thank you for coming to my studio and see my little ink drawing of Linus. Please, they say not to do, please join me anytime that you want to see other tutorials, like, or other things that I do, and sometimes I have full versions of my works, sometimes I don't, sometimes I just have random thoughts and things. And you can visit me on my website. I have Lore's blog, and then my website, lorettanash.com, and of course my Etsy store, my eBay store, where I have other things. And just join in to my channel, join my channel. Make sure that you click the icon to let you know that when I'll have images upload. And thanks. Bye.